Peace, family. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be having a conversation about moisture retention with locks, and this is sponsored or featuring Crown Elements, haircut lines specifically formulated for locks. But before we get into that conversation, I would love for you to check in. Definitely all about making this an experience for the community. So, in the comments, if you could share your name and how your locks feel right now, I would love to just kind of get a feel for who's here. Peace, Sarah. Thank you so much for joining. Ashesha, please forgive me if I mispronounce your name. So grateful for your presence. If this is your first time joining me live, my name is Jocelyn Renee. You can think of me as your digital loctician. So I strive to help you cultivate the healthiest set of locks possible. And with my product line, Crown Elements, that healthy set of locks is just a spray away. QT says, my locks, my scalp is feeling itchy. Tay says, hello. Jackie's hiding at work. I know, I'm sorry. Midday broadcast. The replay will be available on the Crown Elements channel. So if you're watching on the Digital Loctician channel, definitely make sure you're subscribed to the Crown Elements channel. It's new, it's fresh, but that's where I'll have all of the replays for the hair care broadcast. Alexa says, my locks are feeling a little dry today. I get that. Kamisha says, they feel somewhat soft. Okay, that's the vibe. I'm here all about the soft feeling locks. Now Veronica says, they feel raggedy and dry. Oh no. China says, I need to wash them. Yes, so important. Fabian here says they're feeling good. Thanks to Crown Elements. So grateful for your support, Fabian. Truly appreciate that. Sarah says, my locks feel like the stuffing in a teddy bear. Ooh, that's a great description. Anybody ever been to watch one of the teddy bears be built and like feel the stuffing? I love it. I love it. Anitra says, my locks are kicking. Carol's here, Melinda, Keisha, I see you. I am not going to make this broadcast long, right? Because I understand y'all at work hiding out, and you're probably here to find out about moisture retention. So I want to give that to you, like straight. Y'all know I'm all about tips, hair care, straight to the point, okay? So with moisture retention, a lot of people have an issue with that, specifically with locks, because most people think moisture comes from water. Anybody think moisture is coming from they think moisture comes from oil. Anybody here oiling their hair whenever it's feeling dry, whenever it's feeling raggedy and brittle? Press a 1 if you reach for your bottle of oil and you're like, oh, my hair is just feeling so dry. Let me put some oil on it so it feels better. Press a 1 if you reach for the oil for moisture. Press a 2 if you're grabbing something that's water-based. And I want to say, with Crown Elements, now we have a text club for specifically, exclusively for the products for Crown Elements. So if you're interested in joining, it's called the Crown Club, definitely make sure in the description box below, you click the link to join, and I have some goodies there for all the new subscribers. If you're in the Digital Text Club, this is different. So you can sign up for the Crown Club as well and get some exclusive savings. All right, so I see a lot of people pressing 2. Good. And some people are pressing 1. So some people are grabbing oil. A lot of people are grabbing something water-based, which is great. Water is what you want to grab whenever your hair is feeling dry. But then the other side of that is the retaining of the moisture. And that retention, getting the moisture to stay in there, is something that a lot of people don't get because of the state of their hair already. The hair already feeling dry, the hair already being brittle, your hair not feeling clean, or not being clean, is blocking your blessing. It's blocking the blessing of moisture. All right. So I want you all to know and understand that moisture retention, especially with locks, is going to come from clean hair. And then the clean hair, once your hair is clean, all the old oils, all the old products is out of your hair. As soon as that happens, you want to grab your moisturizer, all right, and put that into your hair. Your moisturizer, and we're talking great moisturizers, this moisture infusion by Crown Elements is amazing because an herbal moisturizer. Herbal moisturizers are like top tier, right? Then you have different levels. You have a refreshing moisturizer, you have a conditioning moisturizer, but an herbal moisturizer for locks is great because it is infused with the properties of the herbs that's being put into the hair so that the state of your hair is now replenished and going. How long do y'all go between washing your hair? In the comments, share how many weeks, so push a number, how many weeks you go in between washing your hair. I'm curious. Peace Wayman, thank you for joining. Keisha says, I'm using a spritz bottle with oil and water mix. Ooh, I do want to do a little Q&A. So if you're doing oil and water mix, stay for this, okay? Because you want to hear this. Ashley says, I'm going too long. It be like that sometimes, life be lifing sometimes and getting in the way. I see 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I feel like I don't pay attention enough to that. Let me give you a little tip. One thing that I do to help me stay on track with remembering to wash my hair. It's no shame here. There's no shame, right? It's a safe space. But one of the things that I do, because I'm, a business owner, wife, mother, sister, friend, like yoga teacher training, loctician, like I have a lot of things going on. So while I wash my hair, it feels great and I enjoy doing it. At least I gotta tell myself I do. I enjoy doing it. It can sometimes just like, dang, when was the last time I washed my hair? I started putting it on my calendar, and I put it on a paper calendar in my bathroom that I see all the time to say, this is when I washed it, and I pencil in when the next time I'm going to wash it. Because if I put it in pen and I don't do it, then my calendar's all jacked up. So mark when you wash your hair and mark when you're striving to wash your hair. And it should be every 2 weeks. Ideally, I see some people taking like 2 months, 4 weeks, see some 6 weeks. Strive for like 2 to 3 weeks. That is ideal with locks, right? If you, at the beginning, bless you, baby. If you're at the beginning of the broadcast saying your locks are feeling dry, they feel brittle, they feel rough, and it's been like 3-4 weeks since you washed your hair, it's not enough for you to just grab some moisturizer. You got to cleanse. You got to start from a clean, fresh state with your moisturizer right after, all right? Moisture infusion goes in right after. It is rosewater based, but it also has additional herbs like aloe in it to help heal the hair. There's no carrier oils in the moisture infusion, okay? So it has ingredients that help support your moisture retention, that help keep moisture in your locks. Then you can seal it with your oil, go about your business, okay? If you're not doing that, if you're not putting your moisturizer, specifically an herbal moisturizer, right after you wash your hair, what will happen is that you try to put oil in your hair, or you try to dry your hair, you try to go a few days without washing your hair just gets dry because there's no balance of moisture in the hair. Like it's not like it doesn't start here. It starts down here, and then you go weeks, days without putting more moisture. Then you try to put oil, and it's like the oil creates a barrier so no moisture can come in. So you just stay in here, right? So the hair might look shiny, it might feel a little bit slippery, but it's not hydrated internally. Everything starts inside, all right? So start up here and then maintain it up here. So that way, if you're going 3 weeks, you have like 1 week, then you're spraying it every 2-3 days, gets up a little bit here, then every 2-3 days goes down, spray it again, go up a little bit, get the week 3, and now like the moisture in your hair should not be completely depleted. It shouldn't be dehydrated, right? You have to have moisture balance first, so that way you can go longer or in between. Now let's talk regimen, right? Because people's like, how often do I use it? When do I spray it? I'm spraying it every day. My hair is still dry. we're talking specifically about moisture infusion and Crown Elements products. You really only need to spray this every 2, maybe 3 days. Like if you feel like your hair is just super dry, it's always been dry, your locks are just like, they feel brittle, maybe you're every 2 days, right? So you're giving your hair a little bit more nourishment. But if you feel like my hair is healthy, it feels balanced, feel like I have no issues, spray it every 3 days. That's twice a week. This 8-ounce bottle should last you quite a while, at least up until that 2-3 month mark. All right. But if you spray your hair every single day, just drenching it all over all the time, it's not necessary. Okay. It's the type of product you're using. So moisture infusion, great for your hair. We have 8-ounce sizes. See, I'm posted up. We have an 8-ounce, we have a 4-ounce, and we have a 2-ounce. The 2-ounce comes with an oil, so that's the moisturizing duo, but you get the 4-ounce or the 8-ounce separately by themselves. And then what I love about the 8-ounce, because I have an 8-ounce, my locks are right down past my bra at this point in time. I love the 8-ounce because it just disperses the product a little bit wider, right? So you don't have to use as many spritz, but it's really spray it here, probably spray it on the ends. That's it. Maybe run it through your hair. That's it. It don't have to be sopping wet or drenched. Couple sprays, going about your business. Within an hour or so, and this is going to depend on where you live. So if it's like the desert, this might feel a little bit dry, but within a few hours, you should feel a noticeable difference within your hair. Crown Elements, the products are all holistic. They're all natural. So what that means is things are not just going to happen instantaneously. It has to infuse with your hair. That's why I named it Moisture Infusion, because it infuses with the hair, and it takes a couple hours for that infusion to then, what do I want to say, like come to the surface. Because y'all know, we talked about this in the lock lessons last month on my channel, the moisture is stored inside the hair. It's not on the shaft, right? So it's inside. So if you feel something like super slippery on the outside, like that's not what you want. You want it to infuse, go deep, penetrate inside of your hair, and then have that goodness come to the surface. All right. So if you would like to try the moisture infusion, or if you need to re-up, because we just dropped the Crown Club. So if you would like to re-up with some exclusive savings, in the description box, click the link to subscribe to the Crown Club. Once you subscribe, and you can do that whether it is text-based or you can email-based if you're not in the US, and I will send you a discount code to use, okay, on your next purchase. And it's going to apply not just for moisture infusion, but for all the products. All right. So if you want to get a buddy to go with your moisture infusion, like the Main Radiance, which is the herbal oil that we have, you can add that as well. What oil should we use with it? Great question. So I feel like I just said that. But just to reiterate, because I appreciate your question, the Main Radiance is our herbal oil. That's a very lightweight and is intended for the hair. You can use it on your scalp, but y'all know I don't really promote using a lot of oils on the scalp. Okay, we holistic over here. Don't need a lot of oils on the scalp. I just came back from a whole hair show conference, reiterating this. Okay, so lightly if you need to. As soon as you wash your hair, oil on the scalp, but it's mainly focused on the shaft of your locks. I received that, Ashley. Okay, Main Radiance is great, y'all. You heard it here first. Speaking of infuse, does color disappear into your locks? Because my colors are not as vibrant. So if you have color treated hair, this is like, we're in the Q&A part. So if you have a question, definitely feel free to post it. But speaking about color with locks does not last that long. So you're refreshing your colors every like 3 months, no matter what color you have. Like I have supposed to be aquamarine. Most people say my hair looks green, but I have to refresh my color every 3 months. So no matter what color you have, just because we have locks, it needs to be refreshed all the time. Cindy says, my locks are hip length. You out here slanging, okay? How many bottles do I need? The 8-ounce should be more than enough for you to moisturize the length of your hair. It's just you're probably gonna have to re-up a little bit sooner. One of the things that we have dropping this month in June is subscription. So if you subscribe to getting your products on a regular basis, we'll get you exclusive savings there, like on top of your discount. All right. I feel like I can't last 2 months. Yeah. And actually, it depends on what color you have in your hair. Because if you have red, it's definitely not going to last. Sonia, great question. Does this work for color treated hair? I'm 3 months and bleach blonde. Yes. Moisture infusion, herbal infused moisturizer helps to strengthen the hair. And it's also going to help with your moisture retention. I use it. My clients that have color use it. If you are over processed, so your bleach has compromised your hair and you're having issues with like shedding and breakage with your hair, the herbal infused moisturizer, like moisture infusion, yes, works. You may also need to add a conditioning moisturizer as well. I would say for conditioning your locks after you wash, the restoring. We have right here, see our restoring cans. These are herbal hair treatments, which are how you condition your locks. Restoring is the one you'd want to use for color treated hair. Okay. In between washes, spray, then oil. Yes, that is the regimen. Soon as you wash your hair, again, we're talking about moisture retention. As soon as you wash your hair, moisturizer, herbal moisturizer, Crown Elements moisture infusion to your locks everywhere. Get that moisture balance up there. In between washes every 2 or 3 days, because what it's going to do is going to help replenish or help to balance the moisture that your locks had. It's not going to like return it back to this high state. It's going to help to replenish in between washes. And then sealing it with your oil, like the main radiance oil, helps to keep it going into the hair where the moisture is stored. Oil is not necessary every single time you moisturize your hair. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Oil is not necessary every single time you moisturize your hair. All right, especially my family that is going 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks in between washes. You don't need to put oil on your hair every single time you moisturize, because that will attract lint. It'll attract things floating through the air, which causes buildup. Okay, and you're going so long between washing. So oil is not necessary every single time you moisturize, but moisturizing is essential. All right. Great question. Anissa says, this was so neat. I was just asking myself this question the other day about your products. So grateful. Hopefully I answered whichever question that you had, and I hope it makes sense for you. Absolutely not. Question was, what's your take on honey and locs? They do not at all. You always put a little honey in rose water. So, okay. I'm glad you're not using honey to retwist. A little bit of honey in your rose water. Why it could work, or why if you're using it, your locks love it and not have any issues. Honey is a humectant, which means it's going to help to pull moisture from the environment into the hair. If you're in dry climates, don't do that. All right, do not do that, because it'll make your hair even more dry. But you're spraying it in, you're putting in something that's not getting honey directly to your hair. So, all right, I'll allow it. But typically, traditionally, honey and locs. Not a combination you want to have. Speaking of mixing things into your rose water, I told you guys, if you mixed oil and your moisturizer, to say. Who here does that? Who here mixes oil with their moisturizer? If you do that, press a 3. If you do not do that, you keep them separated, have a moisturizer, have oil, I apply them as needed, press a 4. But if you mix your oil and water together, like in one bottle, you shake it up and you spray it in your hair, press the 3. Yes, Jasmine, thank you so much for your support. I see she said she had to re-up on the pure scalp and the main radiance. Okay, getting yourself together. Yes, Jackie, the Divine Hold is back in stock. Yes, yes, yes. Jasmine says, can you use the crown elements in beards? Yes, my husband loves to do that. He stays talking about how I need to have more men on the page and talking about the products. I'm just like, why can't you be my model? But yes, you can use it on your beard. So he loves it after you shave the pure scalp because it's stringent. It will help to close the pores, and then applying the main radiance oil to the beard. Works really good, give it a great shine. Um, yeah. The text club site isn't opening. What does that mean? Let me see. It's up. It's up, China. But if anybody else is here and it says the site's not loading for you, let me know. Okay, I see quite a few people are putting them together, and you're saying that you're using vitamin E oil. All right, so that's a carrier oil. Carrier oils like almond, avocado. What else we have? We have grapeseed. We have argan. We have olive. Like all of those are carrier oils. And so if you're putting, and I'm talking about carrier oils. So not essential oils, not like your tea tree or your peppermint or your eucalyptus, lavender. Those are fine. They're essential oils. So they have a small molecular structure. The molecules in those oils are very small, so they will disperse with your moisturizer. They will disperse in the hair to penetrate, trying to get moisture. Mixing carrier oils, so like again, olive oil, avocado, grapeseed, almond, um, those types of oils, carrier oils, mixing carrier oils with water-based products like a rose water or like a just water in general. The size of the molecules for carrier oils, they are large, and they are also hydrophobic, which means they do not mix with water. You're going to shake it up, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. So it's going to make it smaller. It's going to look like it's blending, kind of make the water kind of cloudy, and you're going to spray it on your hair. I'd imagine your intention is to help moisturize your hair. 2 in 1. I got my oil, I got my moisturizer, I should be good to go. The majority of people, not everybody, but the majority of people, that oil is just going to sit on the surface. So you will get the shine, definitely will get the shine. You may get the feeling, and that feeling of the slipperiness, get the slip to the hair. But again, speaking specifically about moisture retention and making our hair feel good inside out for an extended period of time, that's the moisture retention. That oil is not going to let that moisturizer get where it needs to go in the cortex, inside of the hair. And so you will find that your hair does not feel as moisturized days later, and you're having to do that more often, more often, more often, because the water that you need is not able to get where it needs to go. So if I were you, and you again are having issues with the feeling of your hair, the feeling of your locks, separate the two. Apply your water-based moisturizer, like the moisture infusion, it's great, and then put the oil. But putting them together, it's hit or miss. All right. I need to know if I'm doing it right. I use tea tree in a few drops of water. Yeah, tea tree is cool. That is essential oil. Essential oil and carrier oils, totally different. All right. So hopefully that helped and made it make sense. Alberta says the locks on the back of my head closer to my neck, like the last line, are hard, probably because of lint, scarves, and cardigan. What can I do to make them softer? So definitely striving to brush your locks. Try to brush them, like if you are new to locks, maybe like once a week. Have a friend pick and check for locks, check for lint. If you really, really just started, you only really want to do the lock brushing right before you do your grooming, and it's in the shaft where the lint accumulates, not the root area. You don't want to brush your locks out. You're just kind of getting the lint out. You may also find that you got to do a detox, right? Like you have a lot of things trapped in there. Detoxing them will help to remove all of it and help with the softness. Now, don't go doing that baking soda and apple cider vinegar foolishness. Do not do that. All right. Once you join either the text club or the crown club and you're needing to do a detox, text me. All right. I will send you the recipes that you need to use for your detox. All right. I got you covered. But hopefully that made sense. With moisture retention, I'm striving to do a live at least every week featuring one of the Crown Elements products. So if you are currently not in the Crown Club, go ahead and get in there. I'll send you a discount code for the products for your first purchase. And if you're already in my digital text club, you can also join the Crown Club if you would like to have savings specifically for hair care products. You don't have to join both, but if you would like discounts on products, Crown Club is where it's at. All right. I truly appreciate your support. Usually every Thursday, we go live for our loc lesson. This Thursday, I'll not be live because I'll be in yoga teacher training. Y'all, it's my last month. Oh my gosh. Last month of yoga teacher training. So I will not be live this Thursday, but we're picking it back up next Thursday. And as always, if you're in my digital text club or now in the Crown Club, I will let you know when all the lives are. All right. Thank you so much again for all your support. Hopefully now you're better able to understand moisture retention. If this helped, press a 5. If you still have questions, make sure you're in the club. All right. Make sure you join the club. Again, thank you. crownelements.com is where you can shop. All the links are down in the description box. And as always, I'm wishing you peace, love, and good vibes. So happy to see all the 5s. Yay, 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 yay. I'll talk to you soon.